So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. To throw is Sanders. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
19 Tiger. Go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw now, here's Sanders. Finding Pickens for another catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
60 Vikings, 19 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Irvin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Sanders. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Metcalf motions left. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
And it's 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 11. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Third and 5. Now Sanders. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And an tackle, first down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Barkley. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 2nd and 10. Sanders. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second down and 8.
Bronco leading. Here we go. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Go.
To throw again, here is Sanders. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards in at first.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now.
They go play action now. Sanders. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From the gun, it's Shador. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10. Sanders going to throw again. He's got this to Pickens. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
19.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing, Sanders. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here is third and 5. Looking to throw. Sanders. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Got it. Ready?
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. George Pickens as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. The quick feet by Jackson. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now they'll shift things around. Now Hurts going to move them around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Barkley on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
And an Eagle first down.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. That completes it again to Metcalf. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down. At the Buccaneers 7-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Eagles 11. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sanders. He finds Pickens over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Sanders to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw is Sanders. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass. Uses block.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Boyd charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Pickens is there on the crossing route. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, press on 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Finds Pickens outright. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Sanders. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Throwing again at Sanders. And he comes back with one complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his target, it's Evans. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Shadur. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Viking 18.
To throw again, here's Sanders. Evans has it left side. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Sanders. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A big play in this football game. Third down and 1.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is fourth down.
Ready? Panther 60, 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he's got his man on the out route. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Third down and goal coming up here.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Let's go now.
Throwing after the interception. Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup.
Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back.
Eagle pressure too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Philadelphia, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next